What's up everybody? We are Diana and Phil. Diana's from the United States and I'm from Germany, and we made it to Nuremberg. This is going to be the next stop on our little Germany road trip, and today we're going to explore the city. It's Diana's first time in Bavaria. We're just going to see what it has to offer.
I'm excited.
Let's do that.
Let's eat.
Diana's starting the day with a Boston cream donut from Dunkin Donuts. Very traditional Nuremberg. Alright, so we're out in Nuremberg, and Nuremberg has a population of give or take 500,000, and that makes it the second biggest city in Bavaria, and it's very northern end of Bavaria. In Germany it's like number 13, 14, something like that. It's kind of like the size of Hanover or Leipzig as well. The area is called Franconia, actually, the northern part of Bavaria, and we're just gonna head out and see what it has to offer. All right, so here in the city center there seems to be this big fair going on, and I asked them, they said it's until September. There's one of the other famous churches, I don't know the name, put it on here. And it just seems like there's a lot going on in the center here in the city.
Yeah, it's a pretty active area. I doubt it normally has a fair, it's probably more marketplace, but this fair thing's pretty cool.
Do you want to go on the Ferris wheel?
No.
She's afraid of heights. We'll see though. Alright, so this thing is called the Schöner Brunnen, the beautiful fountain. And apparently there are these rings here. This thing, and if you spin that, it's good luck. So I'm gonna spin it for some good luck here. I can feel it already happening. You wanna do it?
Yeah, sure.
Spin for your luck.
I feel lucky.
Good job. And then you got a high five.
They have 40 different figurines, and it's kind of cool. This place doesn't look real. I don't know, it looks a little like a toy box that someone just put in the middle of the city. It's really pretty, I love it. They have so many details in these little statues.
A little bit like these things they built up on the Christmas markets.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like, the topping of a Christmas present or something. Music box.
Very nice, very Schöner Brunnen.
I like it. So we made it up to the Kaiserburg Castle, also known as the Imperial Castle of Nuremberg. And it was a little bit of a hike up here. It's kind of elevated. It's supposed to have some nice gardens and hopefully a decent view of the city.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. We just quit the tour in between. That was a waste of time. A lot of waiting, a lot of weird stations. So we just came out the Imperial Castle, and I think that my favorite thing is the view. It's definitely worth hiking up here. The spot is for free as well, and you get a nice view above the entire city, which is always good. I always like it to get elevated over a city to get a nicer feeling of the city, see what it looks like from the top. I really like that part of it. Nice. I wish the tower was open, but it looks like there's a lot of construction. We went over there and a lot of it's under construction, and a lot of the places that are normally open, and I think there might even be like food places up here normally, they're closed.
Yeah, exactly. So that tower is supposed to be one of the attractions, and you can go up and have an even nicer view. but that's closed right now.
Yeah.
And we just bought a ticket. We didn't really know for what, and was just a museum tour. And every room you had to wait because of the corona situation, so we kind of aborted that in the middle and just quit.
We went through the first like few sections, but we only have a 1 day here, so I wish they would have said that it was going to take like 5 hours.
Only 40 people in, but then you queue in every room. They didn't say that. Before we head down to the city, what would be your first impression of the city of Nuremberg?
Impressions. I like it so far. At first I felt like it was a little brown. It has a lot of tan, warm colors. And I was wondering where the half-timbered houses were, the colorful buildings that we saw in some of the other cities. And I really like it because the more you look at a lot of these buildings, the more details you see. There's little details or paintings or carvings or etches in the sides of buildings. It's really cool once you look at it a little more.
Two good words to describe it is actually brown, and I think also old.
Yeah.
I think I like it. It has a bit of a darker medieval flair.
And it's really different than what I expected. You know, the stereotypical Bavaria is lederhosen and half-timbered houses everywhere. And it has a lot of unique architecture, which was pleasantly surprising.
One thing that we definitely notice is that there's a huge mix of people. The diversity of people here overall is surprisingly big, which we didn't expect from a conservative Bavarian city.
It's very surprising first impressions, very unexpected. I got it.
We're checking in using my phone digitally only. Wow.
Normally we've been filling out the paperwork by hand everywhere we've gone.
Einmal die 6 Rostbratwürstle mit Sauerkraut. Und dazu noch bitte einmal den Kartoffelsalat und eine Brezel. So we came to this place called Bratwursthäusle. One of the things we have to try here while we're here is a Nürnberger Rostbratwurst. It's a tiny Bratwurst that is like Nuremberg style, and I don't think Diana ever had them. You can buy them everywhere in Germany, like from the supermarkets, but I think this is one of the best places to get them here in Nuremberg. So we're here to try the real deal and see how Diana and me too are gonna like it.
Lots of sausages. Wow, a true Bavarian brezel. We got our little Würstchens. A Würstchens ist so süß. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Würstchen. Sauerkraut, Kartoffelsalat, and brezel. Do I just eat them? Do I just bite the tip? Yeah? Good? Alright. Ooh, that's a juicy Würstchen. I like the seasoning. It's a little meatier than the other one. It's not as airy as some of the other ones we've tried. Ooh, I like it. That's nice. Aber what are you gonna eat? That's enough for me. There we go. I think I like this one better than the one we had in Leipzig. The sauerkraut, at least. I'm a fan. I like sauerkraut. I think it's good.
I'm gonna put some mustard on here. The mustard weirdly came with the pretzel. I don't know if that's a logistic reason or if you're supposed to eat the pretzel with the mustard. I love a good potato salad.
What's juicy?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Dude, it's so rare to find a good potato salad in a restaurant, but this one is awesome. That would be my choice of side. That would be my side of choice, and not the sauerkraut. So we're gonna go for the sausage next.
Super juicy.
Wow,
right?
you're right. It's super meaty, super juicy, and I think I might have only always ate them like from the supermarket.
Yeah.
And these definitely taste a whole league better than the ones from the supermarket. And I'm not a big Bratwurst fan. Gotta say, those might be my favorites when it comes to the Bratwurst genre. Let's try the sauerkraut. I'm also not a big sauerkraut fan.
What? I thought you liked sauerkraut.
Just because I'm German?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it might be a good one, but it's just not my favorite thing. Chunk of brezel. I don't know if they eat it with mustard. Came with mustard. It's called brezel, not brezen.
Brezel in Bavaria. In Bayern.
Works for mustard too. So what's better, potato salad or sauerkraut?
I like them both. I think potato salad is a little better in general.
Ha, see? That's what I'm saying. By far, hands down.
I think Germans like their sausages.
Right. Try the pretzel.
It's a nice pretzel. It's a very standard, good pretzel. Dude, we were just walking by the shop. We weren't gonna go in, and then on the outside I saw that they had Flamin' Hot Cheetos. What? They have so many imported products there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. They're the best. I just paid €7 for some Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
That is steep.
But it's worth it, am I right? It's so worth
Yeah.
it. I love them.
I don't know why it is this way, but Nuremberg seems to have a lot of fairs spread out all over the city.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. It's making it lively and active
Yeah.
this summer.
I wonder if there's some summer event going on for like a month or so, and they do that every year, maybe.
Maybe.
But it's kind of spread out everywhere, and they have a lot of these stalls with like sweets and small rides and stuff.
Like the summer Christmas market.
Yeah, I like it. Exactly, it feels like a
Yeah.
summer Christmas market. If they have that every year, I really like that.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Big fan.
Alright, so we're walking through a living quarter called Gostenhof, and I wanted to go especially here because I read very contradicting things on the internet about it. I tried to look up which would be the potential living areas to live in, like a little cheaper because inner city is always expensive.
Yeah.
And half of the people said avoid Gostenhof, it's sketch. And the other half said it's super nice, it's like up and coming, multicultural, a little hipster, like in Neukölln. It feels pretty standard, like I don't feel sketched or anything.
Yeah, this is a little different than the inner city. They have a little more colors and there's a little more contrast in architecture, kind of like a normal German city would have.
It doesn't feel dangerous or anything, right?
No.
I think it's super safe here. It's like,
Yeah, I think a lot of Germany is super safe. It's relative to where you're comparing it to.
yeah. So it's the next day and we have just a couple of hours left, then we're moving down further south, but we made it out to the former Nazi party rally grounds that were here in Nuremberg. I think Nuremberg was kind of like the headquarters.
Supposed to be a museum and some more information. Make us get big brain.
This building already looks like something out of Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, or some movie, any Nazi movie involvement.
We're gonna hop in, see what it has to offer and check out the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Let's go.
After the museum, we explored the surrounding rally grounds, which were used by the Nazi party in the 1930s for their propaganda. Here we are walking down the Great Road, a 1.2 mile long and 130 feet wide road that was supposed to be the main parade road for the Wehrmacht. Here we're visiting the Zeppelin field, which was purposefully built according to Hitler's imaginations to serve as the ultimate backdrop for their propaganda and portrayal of power, as you can see in this old picture showing masses of troops lined up in symmetry. Nowadays the field features some football fields, space for drivers' education, and once a year one of the biggest music festivals in the world, the Rock im Park, takes place right on this field. The The grandstand featured a huge swastika that was famously blown up in 1945 by Allied soldiers after their victory. It felt a bit unreal to see these remnants of one of the darkest chapters of human history, and there's really not that much to do here. However, we would recommend visiting once and just walking through the area.
All right, we're about to leave Nuremberg. What's your resume? What's your bottom line? What do you think?
I think it was a city that really grew on me. I enjoyed it. It was very surprising. It was very different than I expected. I think the history here is kind of crazy. I wish we had a little more time to like fully enjoy it.
Yeah, so what she said is the first impression was not the best, but it grew on her. She pointed that out a couple of times. We were both super surprised by how diverse this city is so far. From our subjective experiences. That is the most diverse city that we've seen in Germany
just
so far.
Just walking around, yeah, I really didn't expect that, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. We were just here for 1.5 days basically. It's a very limited experience, so yeah, we're gonna go on the road now. We're gonna head further south.
Got our car snack.
Let us know, do you like Nuremberg? Are you from the area? Have you visited? Is your experience the same? We're always very curious about that. Also, let us know which other cities we should look at. We're still looking for the best city for us to live in, probably in 2021, early, hopefully, depending on the pandemic going around. Anyways, we're gonna head on to the road.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Quick shout out to our newest family member Patreon, Jay Reed. Thank you so much, and thank you to all our Patreons for supporting us.